Hello and welcome to the FrontierView's webinar on Saudi Arabia's post-COVID-19 healthcare landscape. I'm Zeynep Kasari-Soglu. I'm the Director for Middle East Africa and Turkey Research at FrontierView. And before we get started, we realize that some of you may be new to FrontierView, so we'd like to take a minute to provide you with a very quick overview of our firm and how we work with executives at major multinational companies. FrontierView provides market intelligence and advisory services for global business professionals. We help our clients grow and win in their most important markets by informing and empowering their market monitoring, planning, execution, and other critical decision-making processes. With continuous research and insights, custom solutions, and transaction support services, we provide our clients a small sample of which you can see here with timely, actionable insights to adapt and win in changing markets. If you are not a client, and are interested in a 60-day complimentary access to our FrontierView program, please leave a comment in the chat box or email us at info@frontierview.com. You can also scan this code you see on your screen. And today you have me and our Director for Global Healthcare Research, Antonio Martinez, on the line. If there are any insights you see today as part of this discussion or any questions we don't get to answer, our client services team will be happy to follow up with you directly. So please do reach out. And today, I will be starting us off with this webinar by sharing your outlook on the macroeconomic environment in Saudi Arabia and key updates from the Vision 2030 development. But as a reminder for our clients, we are currently working on a more comprehensive evaluation of the broad 2030 vision goals and where the country is at on those. But we'll still give a quick update on what we're seeing in terms of the recent developments there, and of course what this means for companies across various sectors. So more of that research will be published soon in the coming months. But today we'll be focusing more specifically on how the healthcare landscape is changing in the kingdom in light of these developments and in line with the country's Vision 2030. And for that, I am delighted to be joined by Antonio, who leads our global healthcare research practice and has been speaking with executives about their experience, observations, and how they're adapting their strategy towards Saudi Arabia. So happy to have you on the line, Antonio. And before I turn it over to him, I would like to start us off with the macroeconomic conditions in the kingdom in which a lot of the healthcare trends we'll be talking about will be playing out. So firstly, as you can see here, we expect that the Saudi economy will grow by around 3 to 3.5% after a contraction of 4.1% last year. The major drivers here that you can see of this economic outlook are, firstly, a slow growth in exports that we have here because of the major cuts to oil production that the kingdom has had to make in the first kind of 4 to 5 months of the year. Export volumes have remained quite contracted. However, we can see actually some upward potential, some upward bias into our future forecast for the exports figure here, as now demand is starting to pick up, and there's some more room for Saudi oil supply to actually come more onto the market with these higher levels of prices. So there's a bit more upside potential on the export side. On consumer spending, you can see we expect after around 7% contraction of 4% growth. There, we are anticipating that with some pent-up demand, improvement in the COVID-19 vaccinations, and in just overall opening up, we'll see some more of that additional consumption taking place at the end of the year. And more importantly for us, on the investments and the government spending side, you can see our forecast for government spending that include the broader procurement, the more broader procurement budget as well, are for growth at a slower rate than what we saw last year, mainly because of the consolidation focus the country still continues to be on. And if you look at this outlook on a quarter-on-quarter kind of perspective, the curve of growth that we expect is more of that substantial activity really picking up in the last quarter of the year, positioning the country for better growth in 2022. So starting the year with still some ongoing challenges in Q1, very minimal uptick in Q2, and actually much of that stronger momentum picking up in the last quarter of the year.